question says, a particle of mass 50 grams moves on straight line. The variation of speed with time is shown in figure. Find the force acting on the particle at t equals to 2, 4 and 6 seconds. Now since they have asked for the force in the question, and we know that force is equals to mass into acceleration, if we somehow manage to find the acceleration of the particle, we can easily find the force applied on that particle at that time. So, A equals to change in velocity with respect to time, which we can also get by the slope of Vt curve at time t. So, finding the acceleration at t equal to 2 seconds, we know that from the graph that at t equals to 2 seconds, the particle is following this curve. Let us mark it as A, B and C. So, finding the slope of curve A, we get 15 over 3 equals to 5. We got 15 from here and 3 as this time period. Now similarly at t equals to 4 seconds, we can look from the graph that the particle is following the B curve, and finding the slope for curve B, we get it as 0 since the graph is parallel to the x-axis or the time axis. Similarly at t equals to 6 seconds, from the graph we can say that the particle is following the C curve. So, finding the slope of the curve, we get minus 15 over 3. 15 we got from here and 3 as the time period this. That is equals to minus 5 meter per second square. So, from here we know that force is equals to mass into acceleration, and we have managed to find the acceleration. So, finding the force at t equals to 2 is equals to mass, that is 50 by 1000. Make sure you have converted this into the SI units. That is why we have divided it by 1000 into 5, that is the acceleration at time t equals to 2. This is equals to, cutting it by 1 by 20, getting 1 by 4 Newton or 0.25 Newton. Similarly, calculating the force at time t equals to 4 seconds is equals to mass into acceleration. Mass is 1 by 20, but the acceleration is 0. Getting the force 0 Newton. So no force is applied in the time period this to this. Now, force at F equals to 6 seconds is equals to 1 by 20 into minus 5 equals to minus 1 by 4 Newton equals to minus 0.25 Newton. Make sure that this negative sign is coming because the force is applied in the opposite direction to motion. Now, in such type of questions, don't ever forget to look that the graph should be Vt curve. That is, the V must be on the y-axis. In case they have given any curve on which V is not on y-axis but on x-axis and t goes to y, then you will have to reverse, that is, you will have to take 1 upon slope into consideration. That is, we can say that in that case acceleration will be 1 upon slope if V is on x-axis.